Two, Lloyd, what happened to the camera? Gross director, take one.
Now it's time for a special feature of What's My Line, the appearance of our mystery guest. If you would all now don your...
Oh, Don.
Quixote.
Don your Quixote. Are you masked in place, panel?
Yes, sir.
Would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, panel, you have about 3 minutes to guess the identity of our mystery guest. And let's start with Sherry Henry. We'll go one question at a time.
Mystery guest, are you seen on television?
Right.
Right.
Gene?
Are you on a regular weekly nighttime television series?
Every week.
Arlene?
Is your performance usually in a talk show?
A lot of people think so.
Soupy?
Well, is the show that you're seen on, is it on NBC?
No.
Sherry?
We got a yes that he's a talk show, right?
No, he said a lot of people think so.
Oh.
Which has a special meaning for all of us who can see.
Are you funny as a rule?
No.
Gene?
No.
This is a non-funny show that some people think he's talking, but he's not. As far as not people thinking so, if this were in the TV guide listings, would it say talk show?
No.
To identify it?
No, it would not. Arlene?
Would it say news show?
Nope.
Soupy?
Would it say a sports show?
Yep.
Sherry?
Yep. Would you possibly be, if you have to do with sports now on the air, could you have also played in your background?
Show did.
Show enough.
Yeah.
Gene?
Did you play a sport that had a ball in it?
Right.
I'm determined to get a yes, Larry, today.
Yeah, I tell you, there's no
Is it
way.
baseball?
No.
Is it baseball?
No. Arlene?
Is it football?
Sure was.
Soupy?
Oh, here we go again. It's like, I think of right off the bat, like 3. Is it the ABC football games that we know you from?
Right.
Is it Frank Gifford?
Gifford.
Frank Gifford.
People do think it's a talk show. A lot of people do think it's a talk show.
It's, your career in sports really has spanned how many decades? I mean, it's extraordinary. You played in
Come
college.
on, Larry, now.
Oh, sure.
You called 85 years extraordinary.
No, but I know a lot of people who, as actors, for example, ran into trouble as actors and suddenly were completely out of the profession entirely.
Well,
You've
that's the
managed to
trouble
keep
they
going
ran
in sport.
into.
But you've been a commentator, you've been a professional.
Well, I played
football
12
player.
years. I retired in '65. I've been a commentator with CBS before ABC, in the last 2 years with ABC.
And one of the best. I mean, it's really marvelous to get. Okay. When you're doing the commentary and when you're doing that sideline stuff, are you aware that you're speaking to a lot of people who don't know as much about it as you do, and that you're really illuminating the game for them as you go?
Well, you also have another thing to consider, that we're on Monday night. And we have about 1,500 football players that are watching too, and many of them are friends. We have all the coaches, and then we do have a unique audience in that a lot of people tune into Monday Night Football that really, they're not the football buffs. So you have to kind of, well, I do. My 2 partners, they kind of float around and do whatever they want. And I sort of represent law and order, but we have a lot of, we have a lot of fun. I think Roone Arledge coined the phrase when he talked about the announcing team of course, Don Meredith and Howard Cosell and myself. It said it's the bland leading the blind. So, that could be true.
Listen, you know, there's so much talk now about football really being a bad influence because it's violent. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't think it's all that violent. I get a little upset when people refer to it as being a violent sport. I mean, you can get hurt, but you can get hurt doing a lot of things. I think what you have to consider is that you're looking at a very young group of men from, say, well, the average age would maybe be 23 or 4, and they're in great condition, and they're doing something they love to do. And you do have injuries, of course. You have injuries in any kind of competitive sports. As a matter of fact, you can have a camera drop on you here, but it's
Oh, no.
I certainly hope not, but a stage manager's going to drop on us in a minute. Stay with us for just a minute. We'll be right back. Don't go. You know, you're out there every Monday night watching the ball game, Frank. Do you ever wish you were still playing?
No, they just are too big for me now. You know, I really enjoy what I'm doing, and there comes a point, what I was talking about earlier in terms of age, where you really can't do it. I recognize that, maybe a year or two late, and a few too many bruises and bumps, but I'll never regret the 12 years I did play. I loved it.
Larry, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Frank, if you had a child now about to play, would you want him to play pro ball today?
Well, I don't think you could ever plan on them playing pro ball.
But
I have
would
two
you
sons that both
would you
play
be
football.
afraid
I like
for
that.
him?
Let's go up there and talk it out. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. No, really, let's continue.
What's My Line is a Mark Goodson, Bill Codman production. Jerry Henry's Clothes by Bonwood Teller. This is Wayne Howell. This program was recorded.
Are you watching, you little rascals?
Oh, it's fun, isn't it?
And who subscribes to it?
Go on, push the button.
Think of the fun you could have on the tube. The tube?
YouTube.
Tube.
TV tubes.
That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's gonna be a lot more fun.
If you keep going the way you're going.
Go on, push the button.
Please subscribe.
I hope they're watching.